This is Coach Law. Hey, we are 21 days into this new year, FY 2025. And I know a lot of people have made some New Year's resolutions. Hey, I'm going to lose weight. I'm going to do better in my professional career. I'm going to start a business. I'm going to be a better spouse. I'm going to be a better father. I'm going to be a better Christian. There are numerous things that people said that they were going to do in 2025. I mean, even within the church, you had your 21 days of prayer and fasting. And listen, all those New Year's resolutions, I know that ran about this 21-day mark. That's when people start to fall off. But if you were committed for those 21 days, kudos to you, right? Now keep stacking those days and keep reaching your goals that you set for yourself. All right. Now, for some of us, who maybe haven't did everything we wanted to do for those 21 days, don't give up. All right. Restart another 21 days. Just stay committed to those goals that you set. It's not going to be easy, right? And if it was meant to be easy, everyone would do it. So don't give up. Now, I'm telling you, for me, I kind of like to run my life like a business, right? And in my full-time job, we have performance assessments, right? We have metrics associated with those performance assessments. Now, for most people, if you're in the same job for a period of time, the metrics don't change. It's just, in some cases, the effort that you put towards those metrics, if what determines if you're outstanding, exceeds, or you just fully acceptable for the year. For me, I'm always working to be outstanding. That's the mark I want to hit. Do I hit it all the time? No, I don't, but I'm continuously working for that mark. And then I started to think about it. If I'm doing that for my job, how come I'm not using that same metric for myself in my personal life? So what I started doing a few years ago is I would say, hey, here go 5 areas where I want to improve each year. Right? Faith, being a good husband, a better husband, being a better father, becoming the best version of myself, right? Being a better worker in my job, just all those things where I continuously put myself in a situation to develop. And then I create some milestones and some metrics associated with it, right? And the best thing about, and I'm gonna tell you what I really like about my job and how we do performance assessments is, we have to do a self-assessment first, right? And that self-assessment allows you to really think about the things that you've done, the first 6 months, and then at the end of the year. And it's always funny to me because when you do that self-assessment, you actually know what you're doing. If you improved during the year, you missed the mark, right? So you have your own time to reflect before you get evaluated by your supervisor. And me being a supervisor, already, always look at my employees that do their self-assessments. And you're not walking on water. But when you get rated, it's always that conversation of, hey, well, I felt like I was walking on water. And then me on the employee side of it, having a supervisor, I know when I'm not. Right? I know when I'm not. And I know when I'm trying to say that I am. But in myself, I know that I'm not. So my thing is, for the year that we have left, we're past, to get into these 21 days, right? And you have these goals. And if you're meeting these goals, these first 21 days, keep stacking those days. If you're not, listen, you create plans, milestones for yourself, and just keep working to hit them. And understand that you know when you're meeting the mark, and you know when you're not, right? So my pledge to you is every day, right? You set those 5 maybe areas where you want to improve, and then you select times of the day to focus on those areas. And sometimes it could be spending more quality time with your spouse, and maybe you hadn't been doing it at all, but maybe you said, okay, on the weekends I'm gonna dedicate hours to do that. I'm gonna eat better, right? So if you're having a hard time, start with 1 meal, then that could increase to 2 meals, then 3 meals, and then that could go into 1 full day, 2 full days. You want to start a business, you're doing the research, you're looking at the podcast, but you're not doing the work to actually start the business. So what I'm saying to you in 2025, hey, keep looking at the podcast, but then you got to roll your sleeves up, get your hands dirty, and start that business, right? And put forth the effort and put yourself out there. Take risks, right? 2025, we taking risks this year. We're accomplishing goals. We're reaching heights that we never seen before. And it's not impossible, right? A lot of things are happening this year, a lot of unknowns, but that can't stop you from reaching your goals, because what you have for yourself, or the goals you set for yourself, they are known goals for you. Don't worry about what the outside noise is. Sometimes you just have to be like a racehorse. You have your blinders on, right? You running your race, and you got your blinders on not to be distracted by the outside noise. And that's what we want to do for 2025. And put your blinders on. Don't worry about all that outside noise. Do your research, you study, apply, and then you roll your sleeves up and you do the work to be the best version of yourself. All right? This is Coach Law, Market Ready Lifestyle Coaching. Hey, if you want to be coached by me, reach out, mrlcareercoaching at gmail.com. Hey, we're going to do some positive things in 2025. All right?